And just before the surgery statement was issued, Prince Albert had said she was better. Albert, 63, told the French radio station IMC that his wife would be back very soon. "We have to talk to the doctors in a few days." He added, "She is better, although it has been very complicated for her because she has suffered different problems." Charlene left for South Africa, where she grew up more than 5 months ago, for what was initially expected to be a brief trip to work with her charity. She hasn't been seen in Monaco since January, though the family have visited her in South Africa at least once, her Instagram shows. The mystery surrounding the situation has led to rampant speculation that her marriage was breaking down and she would not be returning to Monaco. Speaking to South African radio, Charlene said she was remaining in her home country for medical reasons, saying in July that she cannot force healing. He said, "She didn't TMT leave Monaco in a huff. She didn't TMT leave because she was mad at me or at anybody else. She was going down to South Africa to reassess her foundation TMS work down there and to take a little time off with her brother and some friends." He said the trip was only supposed to be a week-long, 10-day maximum stay, and is not due to Princess Charlene going into exile. He insisted it is absolutely just a medical problem. However, the royal did acknowledge that he should have addressed the rumors about marriage issues sooner, but explained that he had been concentrating on taking care of the kids and had assumed the speculation would pass. Prince Albert added that his wife was ready to head back to Europe, though no date was mentioned for her return. The couple met when Charlene swam for South Africa at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. They were married in a $53 million 3-day wedding in 2011, but rumors of marital strife have dogged the couple ever since. Queen traditionally spends her summers at Balmoral in Scotland. But this year sadly marks the Queen's first Balmoral summer without her beloved husband, Prince Philip, who died in April. Balmoral holds a special place in the Queen's heart, with her grandchild Princess Eugenie once stating it is where the Queen is happiest. Eugenie said in the Our Queen at 90 documentary, "I think Granny is the most happy there. I think she really, really loves the Highlands. Walks, picnics, dogs, a lot of dogs, their TMS always dogs and people coming in and out all the time." Balmoral is now closed to the public, as the Queen travelled up to Scotland in July this year. This year has been difficult for the monarch, but she has likely found comfort from visits from her family members while she has been in Scotland. Many members of the royal family have been pictured visiting Scotland over the last few weeks. Prince Charles and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, were seen arriving at their Scottish residence of Birkhall earlier this month. So we may assume Charles and Camilla have dropped by to see the Queen while she has been in residence nearby at Balmoral. Earlier this week, the Queen is also thought to have travelled miles from Balmoral for a picnic with some of her great-grandchildren. The Daily Mail reported the Queen visited Glenmick and had a picnic with the children of either Zara Tindall or Peter Phillips, the Queen's eldest grandchildren. According to reports, Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank also made the long trip up to Scotland with their baby son August earlier this month. Eugenie's parents Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew were also staying at the sprawling Scottish estate at this time. Prince William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, have regularly visited the Queen at Balmoral in summers past. But it is understood Kate and William have not visited Balmoral yet this summer. However, the Cambridges are expected to bring their 3 children to visit their great-grandmother before the school holidays end. It is not known whether Princess Anne or Prince Edward have visited the Queen this summer with their respective families. There have also been no reports of a Scottish visit from the Queen's grandson Prince Harry, his wife Meghan Markle and their 2 children, Archie and Lilibet. With the Sussexes living in California now, travel to the UK from the US has been severely restricted due to the pandemic. The summer is not over yet, so other members of the royal family could visit the Queen at Balmoral at some point over the next few weeks. The Queen usually spends August to October in Scotland every year before returning to Buckingham Palace. Lilibet Diana is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's second child and was born on June 4, 2021. Her birth was announced by Meghan and Harry, with the touching meaning behind her name honoring two important figures in Harry's life, his mother and grandmother. Despite the tribute to the Queen, whose childhood name was Lilibet, she has not yet met her great-granddaughter and has not seen her great-grandson for a long time. The Duke and Duchess' son Archie Harrison is 2 years old and has spent the majority of his life outside of the UK and away from the royal family. In part, the coronavirus pandemic has played a role in keeping the family apart as travel has been restricted and borders closed over the past year. Now royal fans have been speculating when the Sussexes will next return to the UK and Lilibet will meet her royal family. One said on Twitter, "Will the Queen get to meet her newest great-granddaughter, Lilibet Diana, anytime soon?" As the date could be fast approaching, a newly resurfaced report reveals the crude joke the Queen made after the birth of Prince William. Prince Charles and Princess Diana welcomed their first son on June 21, 1982. According to a 2014 Daily Express report by royal correspondent Camilla Tominey, Charles sounded like any besotted new father when he wrote to his second cousin Patricia Mountbatten, announcing the happy news. Charles is quoted as saying, "The arrival of our small son has been an astonishing experience and one that has meant more to me than I ever could have imagined. I am so thankful I was beside Diana's bedside the whole time because I felt as though I'd shared deeply in the process of birth and as a result was rewarded by seeing a small creature, who belonged to us even though he seemed to belong to everyone else as well." However, Ms. Tominey claimed the Queen reacted in a very different way to her grandson's birth. The Queen reportedly said about William, "Thank goodness he doesn't have ears like his father." Having jovial responses to royal births seems to be a popular trait in the royal family. According to 2013 Netflix documentary The Royals, Philip casually met his newborn son, Prince Charles, commenting that he looked like a plum pudding. Prince Charles also reportedly had a strange reaction to his own son's birth. According to 1992 biography Diana, Her True Story, which was written by author Andrew Morton in collaboration with the princess, Prince Charles and his wife were very, very close in the 6 weeks before their second child Harry was born. However, speaking 5 years before her tragic death, Diana claimed the first comment Charles made about the now Duke of Sussex made her close off. Diana revealed the first words out of her husband's mouth were, "Oh God, it's a boy. And he's even got red hair." She admitted, "Something inside me closed off." Prince Harry is set to release his memoirs next year, which will see him document the experiences, adventures, losses and life lessons that have helped shape him into who he is today. But Princess Diana's former butler Paul Burrell has claimed Her Majesty is lawyering up and is preparing to take on Harry and Meghan Markle when his autobiography is released after losing patience the allegations made towards the royal family. He told Closer magazine the Queen is a warm, fair, loyal, forgiving, compassionate woman. But the former royal butler warned if you cross her more than once, or tell her lies, you lose her respect and suggested she could be reaching breaking point. Mr. Burrell said, "The Queen lawyering up is totally unprecedented. It's her way of saying, enough is enough now. The Queen is a warm, fair, loyal, forgiving, compassionate woman, but if you cross her more than once, or tell her lies, you lose her respect. And it seems things have gone too far. Harry and Meghan show no signs of stopping the missiles. Back in the day, the never complain, never explain rule could work, and it added to the mystery and privacy of the royals. Nowadays, with how quickly news travels and social media, it simply can't work, especially given Harry and Meghan's allegations." Diana's former butler also suspects the Queen is apprehensive about what could come next from Harry and Meghan, who last year quit as senior members of the royal family to start a new life in California with their young family. He also believes Her Majesty could be forced to fight back. Mr. Burrell added, "This constant drip of information from across the Atlantic, which seems never ending, has the potential to do an awful lot of damage to both the monarchy and her family. Prince Harry has vowed his first and upcoming memoir will illustrate how much he has in common with others, despite his long-standing status within the royal family. Earlier this year, when the memoir was announced, he said in a statement, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively. My hope that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think." The Duke of Sussex also said he was deeply grateful to share what he's learned. He explained, "I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far, and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful."